Kakadosh Boker Tov, we're just continuing with halachot of halakat nerot of Shabbat. We are on Siman Sameh Gimel. Nowadays that we light the orach hashmal, which means that nowadays that we light the electricity, so therefore there's no minhag of Kilot Yisrael to light candles anymore in the Bet HaKnesset. And even if someone would want to light candles, they are not allowed to make the bracha of halakat nerot. What does that mean? This actually happens here, that some people, they come on vacation and then they come to the synagogue and they want to light the candles. So they go to the kitchen and they start lighting. However, though, the Bach comes and he says, from whether it's going to be from Rashi, Tosafot, and other Gdolim, they're not allowed to come and make a bracha on the halakat nerot if they're not going to eat there or they're not going to come and sleep there. Because then what happens is it becomes a bracha levatala. So therefore, here in the Bet HaKnesset, if they're going to come, now they're not sleeping here, they're sleeping in a hotel. And they're not eating here, they're eating wherever it is, in a restaurant, or they're eating out. So therefore, in such a case, they're not allowed to make a bracha here in the Bet HaKnesset. Why? Because there was no purpose for it. It's neither the place where they're eating, neither the place where they're sleeping. Now, how do you do it? So we do know that it's actually brought down that to do with a hotel, you're allowed to make a bracha, as long as it's not going to be LED lights, you're allowed to come and make a bracha on the electricity in the hotel. So for example, many times we tell people to come, to go to the washroom, you turn on the light of the washroom and she's going to make a bracha on halakat nerot, and she will turn on the light of the washroom. Now obviously if you could actually have candles in the hotel room, so then have candles, but a lot of rooms, right, or for example a woman's in the hospital, she just gave birth, so now she cannot light a candle. She's going to light a candle, they're going to start all the fire alarms, they're going to start all these things, she's not allowed to. So in such a case, she would actually be able to come and to use electricity. Now, why is electricity so important? We do know that there's a Ramah that brings down that what happens if a woman forgets to light the candles of Shabbat. So usually the Ramah brings down that if a woman forgets to light the candles on Shabbat, she has a knas, she has a penalty that from then on, she has to light an extra candle. But now here, if she did have light in the house with electricity, even though she didn't light it lichvot Shabbat, but it was on, meaning at the end of the day there was light on Shabbat. So in such a case, so therefore she does not need to light the extra candle, and that's why the electricity actually comes and it puts into place, because again, once there's electricity in the house, so then she doesn't need to light this extra candle as a knas, that from now on she has to do 3 instead of 2, and then she'll forget another time, so it becomes 4, and then big 5, and then whatever the case is. No, what happens is once there's other candles, she does not have to come and light extra candles because there was already electricity in the house.